Well, welcome to another week here. Thank you all for coming. I want to give a special welcome to Saba's grandson, Moshe Simcha Goldman. It's wonderful to have you. It's a Yom Tov for your Zaidi to have you here. I saw my brother-in-law was flitted in and out, visiting my shver. Okay, we're holding in the second Mishna in the 6th parak of Chulin, sponsored by the Fisher family of the Nishmas Basi Bas Rabbat Shalom Ben Avram Alevi Perel Bas Ruvain, also the Nishmas David Ben Chaim Lefu Shalem Rafel Yomis Ben Chayesar Yaakov Ben Basi Alea Avram Binyamin Ben Ishbamak Yudah should have everything good. By Yol Klugman and family. Also, we want to learn special for one of our Zoomers who's going through a very hard time, Aaron Ben Sarah Swade. Also, the Refu Shalema for Esther Fadl Bas Chana, Yitzhak Ben Siyam Ben Dusha, Rivka Bashir Aleya, Chana Bashar Shabina, Aviduraya Ben Rivka, and the Bas Chayesara, Meir Ben Chayesara, Moshe Meir Ben Esther Fadl. They should have a Refu Shalema, B'Seich Shachel Yisrael. Now, Hasheichet B'Nimtza Treifa, we're talking about the mitzvah of Kisei Adam. Is there going to be, if on a chaya or on an oif, you shecht and you find it's a treifa, you find that it has a perforated membrane in the brain, for example, or Vasheichel Avodah Zarah, shecht Avodah Zarah, or Vasheichel Chulin B'Fnin, right? Chulin B'Azara is no good. Or the kachim b'chutz. Now, kachim b'chutz obviously can't go on a chaya because chaya is not right to come into Pesach El Moed, but it's going on a bird. If you shecht kachim on the outside, which is of course possible, or chaya v'oif on iskalim, if a chaya or a bird killed someone, it has to be stoned, and once it's paskin, so it's aser. Rameir mechayev. Rameir says that if you shecht, even though it's not kosher, so it's a shchita she'ein ruya, but shchita she'ein ruya is shma shchita, and therefore, if you did it, let's say you shechted the mother, and then you did it this way for the child, so you're chayiv. The chachamim poitrin. However, hashoichet v'nisnabla biyadai, but if you did the shchita and the animal died, so not that it was a shchita that was disqualified because of other reasons, but it wasn't a good shchita. It came in a vela. Or anoicher, you stabbed it in the nose. V'ma'aker, you ripped out the simonim. Then, he said Ramei Chayiv. When I said Ramei Chayiv, I switched back by accident. I say Spanai. Ramei was Mechayiv Kisei Adam, and the Chacham parted from Kisei Adam. But everybody holds if it becomes nevela or anoicher, he stabbed it in the nose. V'ma'aker, he ripped out the simonim. That's not a shchita at all, and therefore potter belchasais, there's no mitzvah of Kisei Adam. Now we learned all the way in the beginning of the Masechta that a chereshaita v'katan doesn't do shchita. They don't have das. But if they do shchita and there's somebody oimed al gabav, there's an expert oimed al gabav and says the shchita was good, then it's kosher. So therefore, chereshaita v'katan, a deaf mute, an imbecile or a minor, sheshachtu v'acherin royanaisan, and an expert observed them and said that it was good, so then chayiv l'chatzlis, then you have to do Kisei Adam. Beinon lebein atzman, however, if they did it by themselves, where it's no good, it's not a good shchita, then potem l'chatzlis. V'chein le'inyan oisei v'espanai. And now we're going to go back to oisei espanai. Sheshachtu v'acherin royanaisan. If they shechted, let's say the mother, and somebody saw them doing it, an expert said was good, then also l'shchait achrein, then you can't shech the child on that same day. Beinon lebein atzman, but if they weren't viewed, So then, Reb Meir matter l'shchait achreim. We view the shchita that they did as no good, and then you could check the child afterwards. However, the chachamim say, we say that you can't eat it because since they're not b'nei das, they might have done the shchita wrong. There is still a chance that they did the shchita right. And therefore, because of that suffix, you can't check the child on the same day. But if, let's say, the cheresh of the cotton did the mother, without anybody viewing them, and Yaakov said, and he shechted the child afterwards, even though the Chacham say he wasn't allowed to do it, but we're not going to give him malchus, because it's only a suffix. And maybe the shechita was no good, and then he didn't do any yeser. So therefore, moedim shim shachat, that if he did shech, change sorry for Gesarabam, that we don't give Yaakov malchus this time, but we gave him enough last time. Second Marav at 7:45, followed by Daf Yomi. And again, remember, mincha throughout the week, you could use your help at 4:25.